Come on, guys. Welcome to Demo Day Generation 15. A big round of applause for all our startups here today. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for coming. So we have some guests today, and maybe a lot of you guys don't know what is a Demo Day, right? So what is a Demo Day? Is the final event of each generation, where we select the best startups of each generation. So today, we are going to have 13 startups that are going to pitch in a 3-minute pitch contest, okay? So you are going to enjoy a lot, and I hope you have a great evening tonight. And please remember, and the communication team is going to kill me, use the hashtag, okay, where is the hashtag? SUP Demo Day, S-U-P Demo Day, please. Okay, ready? Did you start to tweet already? Yeah? You're super quiet today. Are you nervous? No? Okay, so as you can see, we have more than 100 people in this room, and I would love to ask you a huge round of applause to our sponsors. Without them, believe me, this event wouldn't be possible. So please, a big round of applause to Transbank, Veramonte, and Microsoft. Transbank is in charge of the first place of the competition. So Transbank is going to give a flight ticket, round trip, to Silicon Valley. That's a good price, right? So guys, good luck. And Veramonte, you're going to enjoy an awesome cocktail and in the rooftop. So you're really going to enjoy that. And all the wines are thanks to Veramonte Winery. So thank you, guys. You're really going to love those wines. And Microsoft is transmitting this event on streaming, okay? So if you know people that is not here and they would love to watch our demo day, it's a Start-Up Chile/Demo Day, and it's online right now, okay? So again, a big round of applause to our sponsor this night. And the final sponsor, of course, is Urban Station, because we are sitting in their place tonight. So thank you, guys. Okay, let's start the pitch competition. And as you know, every competition needs judges, right? So here, and you can say yay or boo to these guys, we have 4 awesome judges. First one is Federico Morello, IT Advisor Services Partner at EY, former Ernst & Young. Guys, a big round of applause. Aldo Aguirre, Startup Programs Director for Techstars Latam, US and Canada. Tadachi Takaoka, Early Investment Manager at Corfo. Tadachi, welcome. And finally, we have Max Greking, Serial Entrepreneur and Angel Investor. Welcome. Okay, thank you, judges, for being here today. And okay, are you ready, guys? So we have 13 pitches tonight, 3 minutes each. 5 minutes, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm used to 3 minutes pitch. So we are going to have 13 pitches with 5 minutes. You can check your time here. If you don't finish in those 5 minutes, you're out, and I'm going to cut you guys, and you're not going to love me, okay? So we have 2 sections. We divided this demo day in 2 different rounds. The first round, the first 5 pitches that you're going to hear are the pitches that they are still don't officially launch their product or services, okay? And the second round of pitches, they already launched their project, they already launched their product, and they already have some traction. You ready? Let's start. Let's start with the pre-launch. Huge round of applause for these first 5 pitches, guys. Ready? Woo! We are going to start with tandem. Welcome, and the time is there.
Do you remember the first time you moved abroad? Usually, there are two kinds of reactions, and I bet I can guess both. Okay, let's be honest, I'm the one with red hair. Why? Well, like all those who move abroad, I didn't know the language, and I had to find an accommodation in a new country. The only comforting thought was that I wasn't the only one. In fact, in Europe, where I come from, and in South America, where I live, the number of people that daily move to study is quite big. But if we had all those that every day move to work, the economic potential becomes impressive. Indeed, every time that you move, you need two things: a new accommodation and maybe a new job. But for both, you need a fundamental tool: the language. And that's why we created iTandem. How iTandem works is really simple. You have only to sign up, insert your mother tongue, the language that you want to practice, and your interest. The algorithm will find for you a person that wants to teach you his mother tongue in exchange of yours, with your own interest and your age. In short, a person to talk to offline and online through our tools. A chat with the interrogate dictionary, the video chat, the push-to-talk, and the random chat. You're probably wondering why people should use iTandem if today on internet we have so many ways to learn a language. Okay, today we don't have a direct competitor because our service is unique. The best on the market, Babbel and Duolingo, they allow you to learn a language, but they require an interaction with a machine, and the e-learning is tiring. Other, like Lingobongo or Polyglotta, they connect you with people, but only based on the language. With our algorithm, we allow a complete profiling and a unique experience of human interaction. While doing the tandem, all our community will be able to organize their entire life worldwide with a click. They will have the opportunity to insert posts, to search or to offer language lesson, full-time or part-time job, and a room or apartment to rent. iTandem will be free of charge for all the community of the tandem, but all the providers, the teachers, the landlords, the employers, they will pay a small subscription to use our catchment area. They will get connect with our community, highlighting their posts among the others. Today, without being online yet, on our landing page, we have almost 3,000 per-users. They are only waiting for the launch of iTandem. On the top of that, in December 2015, our bakers allowed us to reach 123% of the goal for our first Kickstarter campaign. The team is made of Giovanni. He's a medical student from an entrepreneur's family's background. He had the vision of a tandem when he was in Madrid, like all the start-uppers, to solve his own problem. Alessandro, he's the technical part of the team. He's a young developer, but we are already 5 years of experience developing web service and e-commerce platforms. And myself, I have a law degree and experience communication strategy. Today, I'm in charge for a tandem for operation. Creativity, organization, and technique for a dynamic and diverse team. So, in conclusion, what I really want to highlight to you today is the market is huge. The beta version is ready, and we will launch, finger crossed, this weekend. And this is the best team for this kind of project. Feel welcome to come in our landing page. We were not looking for investor, but we are really open to talk. And for any information, write me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, iTandem. And please welcome Thor. Huge round of applause for Ignacio.
Hello everyone, I'm Ignacio Ripes, founder of TOR. And I'm a dentist, and our mission as dentists is to bring back smiles, to restore health. The thing is that it's not easy. So picture yourselves as a dentist, at least once, and you're trying to work in a little tiny place. The patient has already told you that they hate you, sometimes they bite, there's saliva everywhere, yet you still have to somehow create a little tiny place that is perfectly clear and dry. So today, we use suction tips and cotton balls. And we place them inside the mouth, hoping, sometimes praying, please, patient, don't move, so we can work. And when you tell the patient, please don't move, they move their tongue, and you have to start all over again. So, dentists would love to do something like this, but that would be the last time that you see that patient. So, as a dentist, I started looking for solutions to this. And since there were none, I had to make my own. So we created TOR, a single-use disposable device, and it's very simple of how it works. You just assemble it, and you place it exactly in the same place where the current solution is being used, and then you place it inside the mouth. Just like this. Done. And there, it gently pushes the tongue to a side, the cheek to a side. It removes any liquids that are there since it's connected to the dental chair. It protects the patient from mistakes made by the dentist, and it makes just the work easier. So, does it work? Well, we tried it with over 55 patients, and patients like Javier saying nothing is trying to choke me. Or Santi. Santi is a great example of TOR. Santi doesn't like dentists because he hates cotton balls. So we gave Santi a TOR so he can play around, and Santi was happy. And when Santi is happy, we can make treatment faster, safer, faster up to 10 times, easier for the dentist so you're not wishing to kill the little kid, and they give you reliable results. And if Santi's happy, the whole team is happy, from the hygienist to the doctor. So the market for this is, just in the United States, 46% of the population go to the dentist at least once a year. And those $292 million is not the total market of dental treatment, no. That's the amount of money that dentists use in suction devices, okay? So what have we done in the last 6 months to get to that market? Well, we've tried and tested and tried again until we made perfect little TORs that work, and they work well. We have obtained the patent pending status both for the Chilean system and the international patent system. We have already begun trials in 3 different factories in China, and we have our first samples. By October of this year, we will have FDA approval, so we can sell in the States. And we already have early adopters in California. And they're the ones that are interesting. Because we asked them, what would you like for TOR to be better? And they said, well, we love your product, we want to buy it, but could you add something like a light, a curing light, and a camera? Yes, we can. And this is the new prototype that is going to be available within 2 months. And we're going to make it an IoT device. So it's going to be able to analyze saliva while it's working. So to do this, we need a good team. And we have teams from both software engineers, electrical engineers, someone in charge of business, and myself. So, well, thank you for listening, and help us with TOR push dentistry into the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Ignacio. And the next team is Amper. Please, a round of applause.
Hi everyone, my name is Tomás. I'm from the Amper team, and today I'd like to show you a vehicle that weighs less than a bicycle, that can be carried anywhere, and in which we can make more than 1,000 kilometers spending less than $10 in electric energy. Usually, when we think about vehicles, we tend to think about the conventional vehicles, cars, buses, bicycles, but if we approach this issue from another point of view, we can get really interesting results. Let me show you. This is Amper. Amper is an electric motorized wheel ready to fit into any longboard available and transform it into an electric vehicle. Now Guido over there is going to make a little demo to the stage. Whoa. Thanks. Guido, can you please show how it works? Yeah. It's accelerated with a remote control. It can reach up to 30 kilometers an hour and lasts more than 10 miles with just one charge. This motor actually was built here in Chile during the program, so thank you, Start-Up Chile, for that. During the last few years, we've seen an increasing demand for alternative vehicles in big cities and urban areas. Two of the main reasons are heavy traffic and pollution, in places where people are seeking to move into a faster and cleaner way. There are at least 30 million lawnmowers sold around the world in a market that is growing between 30 and 35% each year. With so many lawnmowers sold and more than $500 million in sales revenue, the opportunity is huge. Our main competitors are selling non-adaptable products, making the user buy a whole complete board for a really high price, between $10 and $1,500. A professional longboard is around $200, and with the $400 wheel kit that we will sell, the users can get a fully electric lawnmower for just half the price. So, our solution to all of this is really simple. A motorized wheel ready to fit into the millions of longboards around the world and transform them into an electric vehicle. A product that can be customized with swipeable battery packs to increase the range and different wheel sizes. It can also be synchronized with the cell phone, setting up the maximum speeds and providing relevant data about the trip. How it works is really simple. Fit the motor into one of the trucks of the longboard, plug the batteries, and ride. This is our last year. We started with mentorship and different prototypes. We won and participated in several contests. We even had the opportunity to make a development with IBM, including Bluemix, their voice recognition system, into the Ampere, testing the concept of voice control over the wheel. Right now, and thanks to the Start-Up Chile grant, we have finished the hardware development, and we are currently working on a crowdfunding campaign where we aim to reach at least 500 backers. We're also looking for a $150,000 investment to produce 80 amperes, half of them to bring it to beta testers, sell it to beta testers, and the others, with the help of ambassadors in different cities, get at least 10,000 people ride amperes once. This is our team, Santiago, Guido, and me. We've been friends for the last 15 years. We've known each other very well. And although we come from different backgrounds, industrial design, marketing and graphic design, and industrial engineering, we're brought together by the same passion for extreme sports and board sports. Right now, we've been using Ampere quite for a while, and we know it's not only really fun to use, but it also reduces drastically the carbon footprint, bringing transportation to a whole new level. So next time you think about vehicles, we invite you, like us, to see it from another point of view. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ampere. And the next startup is Wingsenga. Josh, welcome to the stage.
Hello. My name is Josh Okello. I'm co-founder and CEO at Wingsenga. My team and I believe that no mother in this world or child should die simply because they happen to be born in the wrong place, in a poorer place where health centers cannot afford or to deliver better care during pregnancy or during labor. We want to change this statistic. Over 2 million babies lost every year, over 200,000 mothers. 99% of this is in the developing countries. But why? We wanted to find out why do we have all these deaths. We found that it's a much more complex problem. Firstly, of course, they cannot afford to buy ultrasounds, which generally give you much better data if you're trying to check if the baby is okay or not. Secondly, most of these doctors or I was going to say matronas, midwives are not that experienced. Thirdly, the way they keep patient data is paper-based, which means that if a mother walked in now and she had an ectopic pregnancy before, a high-risk pregnancy, the midwife doesn't have a way of finding out that this is a special pregnancy and you treat it differently. And this is a problem that happens everywhere. 60% of the countries in the world are low or middle income, with health facilities that cannot afford to buy ultrasounds. Let me give an example of my country. In my country, the tool of trade is this. It's called a fetoscope. It's 200 years old, but they use it because it's the cheapest thing that's available. However, it has its limitations. First of all, as you can see, the midwife has to lean in. She has to count using her watch. And then also, She cannot measure minute microsecond changes in the baby's heartbeat, which are very important. Of course, if you're in New York or the Western world, this is probably not a problem. You have an ultrasound machine that takes care of all this information. So what do you do with a midwife or a medical personnel in a developing country who has a smartphone, a really cheap smartphone in her pocket, but she's using 200-year-old technology? You build us something that is portable. It has to be accurate and it has to be affordable. And that is exactly what we do with Winsenga. We have an app and hardware. The app analyzes the baby's heartbeat, and we're able to intuitively tell the midwife, this is good, this is bad. We're also able to measure microsecond changes in the baby's heartbeat, which she previously was not able to do. Plus, there's all this patient history that she can get access to. Plus, it is pocketable. It can fit in her pocket, which means she can carry it around right next to her phone. Everything works offline, and we hope that we're going to be 50% cheaper than competing technology, which is a fetal Doppler. It's non-intuitive, it still only displays values to you. Although we want to sell this to mostly clinics and maybe doctors, we think that there is a potential market, huge market, to have this as a home care device to mothers or expectant mothers who want to have the peace of mind during your pregnancy. Sort of like a Fitbit for your pregnancy. And the opportunity is big. The global health market is about 15 billion according to PwC. And this is going to grow, expected to grow to about 20 billion by 2023. We want to tap into this by a simple way, really. Sell the Winsenga probe, make a margin of it, and then because you need recurring revenue, have in-app services, referrals that the hospital or whoever is going to subscribe to and pay you on a monthly. All great products have usually great teams. This is my co-founder, Aaron, and I. We've known each other for 6 years. Myself, I've been an engineer for 6 years. Together, we've worked for those different multinational corporations. Aaron has worked on 4 different continents in business. We are supported by a team in Uganda, but also here in Santiago. Together, we have over 100 years of experience from medical, software, hardware, and also business. Our biggest supporter has been Microsoft to date, but we've picked up some some partners over the years. We've been able to speak to over 150 different providers, healthcare providers in 8 countries, as far away as the Philippines and India. And we have some potential adopters like UNICEF. This year we want to take off a clinical trial. In fact, we are trying to kick off a clinical trial in Uganda right now and go to market in 2017. We're looking for $250,000 to help us do that, mostly to manufacture enough units to make this as cheap as possible. It is a fact that a midwife who has better tools is going to provide better care. And I can bet you that a midwife with Winsenga is going to do much better care than a fresh midwife with Winsenga is going to provide much better care than a midwife who has experience but is using 200-year-old technology. Thank you. We are Winsenga, and we believe in safe and magical births.
Thanks, Josh. Remember that we have our networking event after, so all the hardwares are going to be in the rooftop with the startups, so you can play with them and watch them and ask if you have questions. So the last startup related with the pre-launch round is Get Local. A big round of applause.
Good evening. My name's Nick Saunders. I've spent my entire career working with small businesses. I really know how hard it is for these guys to survive and grow. Constantly fighting for new customers and struggling to hang on to the ones you've got. Imagine you run this place. Okay, you're working really, really hard and it's empty. Like here, which always seems to be full. So what are these guys doing that you're not? Well, rewarding customers for spending their time and money with you is a proven way of making them come back and filling your place. So maybe you need to run a loyalty program. But if you're a small business, that's not as easy as it sounds. You could run a paper card-based system, but hey, everyone's got a smartphone, and who wants to carry a wallet full of paper cards? Or you could install expensive hardware and software, But you're a small business, you can't afford that, so you probably do nothing and you go on losing customers. But now, let's get local. It's excuse me. It's a mobile app-driven system that's simple, easy to use, and very cost-effective for businesses. It's based on a QR code which consumers scan every time they make a purchase. Let me show you how it works. So, at the end of your meal, or when you've bought your coffee, the waiter brings over a QR code, which you scan. And scanning the QR code collects a point, and it's recorded in the app. And when you've collected all the points for the scheme, you change those and get a reward given to you by the business. It's as simple as that. So, we've developed Get Local specifically for Latin America, and we've launched in Chile first. The market potential here is huge. All the large retailers run their own schemes, and about 80% of consumers belong to at least one program. But none of those are aimed at small businesses. And there's about 50,000 businesses here who say they would like to run some sort of loyalty program. And that's just in Chile. Loyalty overseas is really well developed and lots of small businesses use it. There's many, many companies playing in this space, but none of them have come to Latin America. And we're different. We show hundreds of places in our app. We let consumers search for those places so they can find a great place to go, as well as those with loyalty. And they can rate and review places, and they can save their favorites in the app so they can easily find them later. So what have we been doing this year? Well, we validated the process and the concept with small businesses. We've built a website. We've bought mobile apps, which we launched in May. We started sales activities in June. We already have more than 40 customers. And we're recruiting these customers on a free trial period, so they get used to giving loyalty to their customers and consumers. We've just started running social media campaigns to raise awareness, and we're encouraging consumers to download the app, start using it to find places with loyalty. We're going to start charging customers on a monthly basis from September of this year, so revenue will start to grow. Following a period of development of our products and services, EBITDA will pick up from next year, and we're looking to break even at the end of 2017. It's not going to be cheap to do this. We need some funding. We're looking for 100 million Chilean pesos to help us establish Get Local in Chile as a regional center. We need to go on developing our products and services, and we want to expand internationally. In fact, we've already started talking to a number of companies in different countries about expanding there, and we'll use funding to help us do that. Every company needs a great team, and I have a great team behind me with loads of experience and lots of years working with small businesses. And we're employing local people, it's my Chilean team, to act as our sales and marketing agents here, collecting and acquiring customers. In fact, what we'll be doing is setting local teams in every market in which we operate. So, Get Local. We have a huge, huge potential here. We have a product that businesses and consumers want in a very underdeveloped market. Okay, it's simple, it's easy to use, it's very affordable for businesses. Consumers love the fact that they can interact with their favorite places on a smartphone, and they get rewarded for doing that, which is fantastic. So we're working with local people and working with local businesses to help them survive and grow. When we're successful, we will make a positive contribution to this economy. Get Local, helping businesses keep customers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick. We're all done. That was fast, really. The first 5 teams, they still don't launch officially their products, but they have very cool products, right? Did you like it? Yeah? Yeah? A big round of applause for the first 5 teams. Okay. Now we go to the second round. These teams, they already launched their products or services, okay? So check their traction, check what they are looking for, and if you're an investor or maybe a potential client, just contact these guys after in the networking and ceremony award in the rooftop, okay? So Welcome, guys. A big round of applause for these guys that they already launched their project. And we are going to start with Team Azúcar. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Camila, and I'm the founder of Tem Açúcar, which means, do you have sugar? So imagine that you're home and you need to hang a painting, but you realize that you have a problem, which is you don't have a drill. So what do? Well, usually the first option is to buy a new one, right? But are you really buying something that you're probably going to use like once or twice a year? So thinking of that, we had this crazy idea. What if you could borrow it from your neighbors? So this is why we created Tem Açúcar. Tem Açúcar is a platform that connects you with your neighbors to share objects. It's just like in the old days when you used to knock on your neighbor's doors to ask for a cup of sugar. But with Tem Açúcar, you knock on hundreds of doors in just a few minutes. This helps you to save money, be more sustainable by consuming less, and create collaborative neighborhoods with a strong sense of community. So last year, we launched our website and we went viral. We were in every media of Brazil, having more than 830K US dollars worth of organic media exposure. Not only this, but we spread to all states of Brazil in more than 12,000 neighborhoods, as you can see in those pictures. I can say we were very happy to find crazy people like ourselves who love the idea. So how are we now after a little more than 1 year since we launched? Currently, we have 78,500 registered users, and 50% of everything that is requested on the platform is successful. We have an average monthly growth of 13.5%. And since we got on Start-Up Chile, we got 10,500 new users, and we were able to build our app, which was launched just today. Our main market is Brazil, but we also have users in 23 other different countries. And our goal is to expand to all Latin America, where we have no direct competitors, and where there's a market of $8.25 billion spent annually on digital advertisement. So this leads us to our business model. Our next goal is to implement and test in our platform a business model that we call the Discount Club. The Discount Club is a mix between a discount program with advertisement, but in our case, this advertisement is hyper-local. It works like this. Businesses advertise in our platform the special discounts that they will give to our users in services, experiences, and non-shareable goods. So you can have 10% of discount in a local supermarket or 20% of discount in a local gym. This is very good for businesses because the conversion of discounts becomes much easier since it's geo-localized. And not only this, but it's a very cool branding for those companies as well, because they are associating themselves with this simple but powerful idea. In a world that rewards you for competing, our partners reward you for collaborating. So we did a small projection just to show you the power of this business model. We're currently present in 12,500 neighborhoods. If we have one business per neighborhood, in just 1% of the neighborhoods that we're already present in, paying an average monthly ticket of $150 US, this would mean $225,000 US dollars on annual recurring revenue. We count on the help of a neighborhood ambassadors program to do the partnership with these local businesses. These are people that not only would do that, but also would help us to promote neighborhoods meetings, and also to have a closer relationship with the neighbors in their neighborhoods. This is the amazing team that is making all of this happen. I'm Camila, I'm the founder and CEO of Tem Açúcar. I'm a communication student and a designer in sustainability. We also have Carla, she's our COO. She has more than 10 years of experience working in different companies and NGOs and in the UN as well. Daniel Weiman is our CTO. He has more than 15 years of experience working in web and app applications and founded different startups as well. We're looking for a $200,000 investment so we can try out our business model, so we can grow our user base and translate and refine our app. So what do you say? Let's also share in Chile? Thank you.
Thanks, Camila. If you're tweeting, remember to use our hashtag #SAPDemoDay, okay? Don't forget that. And welcome to wewon.com.
Gracias. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I introduce myself, I'd like to invite you to imagine a new world. Imagine a world where you get to choose the price that you're gonna pay for the products that you buy online. Imagine a world where you say how much you wanna pay for a new product and just wait for it to be delivered to your door. Well, you don't have to imagine it anymore because this is exactly what we do at WeWant.com. My name is Paulo Rebelo, I'm its founder and CEO, and today I'm proud to announce that we have recently reached $86,000 in sales, and it was just for the first product niche we have started working with. So let me briefly walk you through the product to better illustrate how it works. The process is that simple. You just choose the product that you want to buy, you set how much you want to pay for it, and for how long you do that deal. You can also choose your preferred payment method, and even the number of installments if you need them to complete the purchase. And that's all. The first certified supplier to accept your conditions gets the sale prior to his competitors. And as soon as it happens, you can buy with the push of a button. But how's that even possible, right? The secret is that retailers are in a constant effort to sell, and their prices are based on a number of variables that are constantly changing. Also, they won't need to search for the customer anymore because they're already on the platform. Now, it's just a matter of selling. We charge 5% commission on each sale, and our second revenue stream will come from what we call smart ads. While Google ads are based on what people search and Facebook ads are based on what they like, smart ads will also take into consideration what people want and what they already have. In the third phase of the business, we'll have a new revenue stream that I'll be happy to explain afterwards because I also need to convey the opportunity here. So worldwide, the e-commerce has a projected growth of 114% until 2019, and the second graph represents the percentage of the total retail that is made through the internet. This shift from offline to online will continue to grow strongly in every single region of the world. I have graduated from the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro. I have 8 years of experience in graphic design, which gave me knowledge in the user interface and in the user experience aspects of interactive digital products. Eduardo Alencar is our CTO. He's a full stack senior Ruby developer with 12 years of experience, and he also develops for both iOS and Android platforms. Rafael Belo is also a full stack developer, and right now more than 12 million people are using solutions that were designed and implemented by him for big companies. Our break-even is forecasted to take place within 1 year from now, and during that period, we'll have a cost of $75,000, which is the amount of investment we're looking for. I'd like to finish with a statement from Jack Ma, Executive Chairman of the Alibaba Group. He says that the future of e-commerce is not B2C and is not C2C. The future of e-commerce is C2B, consumer to business. So stop searching and start saving at WeWant.com. Offers on demand. Thank you.
Thank you. And please welcome Pervasive Mind. Big round of applause, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tomás Alencar, and I'm the marketing manager at Pervasive Mind. We are an engineering company that does business intelligence and optimization by means of technological solutions. The retail industry is a very complex, complicated, dynamic one, and everyone that works in it must make quick decisions and react fast to any change in the market. For instance, we have these people, Alex, Eric, and Arthur, and they are in a constant struggle because they have little to no time to make big decisions. They have a lot of information that they must process in order to make those decisions better. And they work in a really competitive, dynamic, and standardized market. Let's just think for argument's sake that tomorrow is Black Friday and all of them decided to have a TV promotion. Alex chose to have a 50-inch television of Full HD selling at a regular retail price of $990. Erika chose to bet on selling the same TV a little bit cheaper at $940. Meanwhile, Arthur decided to have a more expensive TV at $990, but it was an Ultra HD one, which is better than a regular Full HD. So what happened the day after? Arthur there sold almost everything he had on stock. He won the sales battle for that day. But how did he know what to do? He just happened to know beforehand what was the best price for all of his products, and thus what's the right stock that he should have for all of these products, because he uses pervasive mind. But what is pervasive mind? Put in simple words, we provide a service that monitors the market and all of its price changes, and we calculate a positioning score to tell you how competitive your product is on a daily basis. We can show you how was the price movements on that day, every single day, and its historic evolution. And we provide a daily report to tell you how is the competition and how your products are on the market that day, both prices and technical specifications. How do we do this? We grab all the online information available on the different retailers' websites, and we run it through our very own algorithm. That information is basically prices and technical specifications, like if we're talking about notebooks, could be HDD, screen size, brand, and we assign a vector weight to each of these data in order to calculate the positioning level of your product and what price it should have. And what happens when you do all of this? People like Arthur will have an increased amount of his sales. He will sell more than he used to. He will improve his brand positioning. He will eventually lower his stock cost due to unsold products. He will not have unsold products on his stock. And last but not least, he will be able to react fast and precisely to every market movement on a single day. But we're not alone on this market. We identify two main KPIs that allow us to differentiate from our main competitors. That's the big data analysis depth and the update frequency of the information. When compared to big players like GfK and Nielsen, we have a lower depth of analysis, but have a much faster rate of update of this information, as they provide, on the best case scenario, reports every 2 weeks of historic evolutions and movements on the market, while we provide it on a daily basis. We tell you every single day what's happening on the market today. And when compared to local competitors like Pricing Compass, we have a much deeper analysis depth of the information. And where are we right now? Today we are working with some of the biggest brands around the world, like HP, HP Store, Samsung, and another one that's HP Size. And on a local level, we are working with a big retailer like Paris. We are currently have a monthly revenue of $20,000. We are developing 2 new business units. We have presence in 6 countries. That's Chile, Argentina, Colombia, Peru, Brazil, and Mexico. And we show a growth in our income, our monthly income, of 113% on the last 12 months. We are a well-prepared, diverse team. We have commercial engineers, IT specialists, lawyers, and designers that help us work in every single angle we can, and we are willing to take on any challenge that may present to us. Finally, we're looking for a $150,000 investment in order to upgrade our system and improve our workforce in order to grab more clients. And remember, the sales you lose today, you won't be able to recover tomorrow. Thank you.
Thanks, Tomas. Don't forget to use our hashtag #SAPDemoDay. Communication team is going to kill us if you don't use it, okay? Okay, next team, Benti, welcome.
We are more connected than ever through digital networks. But these haven't affected the way we shop online yet. I am Roger, I am from Argentina, Buenos Aires, and I'm going to present Benti, the social marketplace. Nowadays, we have 4 clear disadvantages with traditional marketplaces. Buyers and sellers do not know each other. Infrequent sellers do not have a reputation. We can't really know the product condition, and contact information is almost public. On the other hand, users can buy or sell through social networks like Facebook, for example, Facebook groups, Facebook profiles. But it lacks basic marketplace functionalities such as browsing by categories, search engine, etc. Also, the newsfeed is mostly chronological. And finally, and most important, the algorithm effect hides a lot of content. We can clearly identify some big players on the same market like Mercado Libre, Yapo, and even Facebook. But they are focused on one side of the solution, whether they are e-commerce or social platforms. So that's why we created Benti. We are combining both universes by building a social aware marketplace that aims to capture C2C transactions. We are providing not only marketplace functionalities, but also a social integration between them to let users know, for example, how they are connected with each other, to let users interact with other users. How does it work? Users log in into Venti with their Facebook account. That way, we get access to the basic profile information such as name, email, and we also get a list of their Facebook friends. Once they are logged in, they can easily publish a product or a service, for example, an iPhone 6 or guitar lessons. They can also discover products or services by browsing our catalog using the search engine and also by categories. When they find the listing they are interested in, they can know more about it in the detail view, for example, the price, the condition, and most importantly, whether they are connected directly to the seller or if they have friends in common, and they can interact with these mutual friends. So we discovered that our users are 5 times more likely to buy something if they are connected to the seller, if they are friends, or if they have friends in common. We started with a user acquisition strategy to deliver our value proposition. We reached 4,000 users on March, and since we started Start-Up Chile program, we more than doubled our user base. Nowadays, we are more than 9,000 users with a 29% month-over-month growth. Half of them are connected with someone on Venti. It means they have at least one friend. They published more than 1,500 listings, they viewed more than 60,000 products or services, and they started more than 900 transactions. We started with the project with the idea on June, then on August we launched our MVP 100% on our own without any outsourcing. And shortly we were selected to participate here in Start-Up Chile. We launched our mobile applications both for Android and iOS devices, and nowadays we are developing the new website with a lot of new features and functionalities. We are looking for an investment to continue improving our product, our community, and our business model as well. We have 2 different revenue streams. Feature listings, users can pay to promote their publications. And also brand advertising. Brands can advertise for related services. The team behind Venti was born in Israel, Tel Aviv, where we took a course on innovation and entrepreneurship in Tel Aviv University Business School. I am Roger, I am in charge of communication, UX and UI design. Franco is in charge of marketing and operations, and Ariel is the CTO. So, do you remember this graph? This is an example about how our users are connected between them on Venti. This is real, this is our trustworthy network, and we invite you to be part of it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Venti. Okay, we are right in the half of the last startup. So next is Ucheru. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. Hi, my name is Andres Macias. I'm the technical director of Ucheru. 75% of cinema tickets go unsold. This is due to numerous reasons. For example, raise your hand those of you who likes going to the cinema. Who knows, keep your hand up if you know one movie in the cinema right now. Who knows 5 movies in the cinema? There are more than 40 movies in Santiago right now in the cinemas, more than 200 in London. People just don't know about them, even those who like going to the cinema. There are other issues. Cinemas lack tools to react on underperforming content in real time. When a movie does bad on the opening weekend, they know it's gonna do bad for the whole week. What do they do about that? Just nothing. Despite these issues, this is a huge and growing market. Since 2009, it's been growing 5% every year worldwide, 15% in Latin America. In UK, our main market, 165 million tickets are sold annually, bringing a revenue of $1.7 billion. Imagine how could it be if we could just fill these empty seats. We believe we can do so by analyzing data to make the cinema experience more personal to the user. So we want to know if you like romantic comedies or action movies. What's your favorite local cinema? What day of the week you go more often? how much are you willing to pay for a cinema ticket? With that in mind, we launched in April 2015 the first cinema platform in London where you could buy tickets across multiple cinemas. Users enjoy the whole cinema experience of their city in one single place, and cinemas have new tools to reach new audiences. For example, they can set up last-minute offers that can be sent straight to the user's mobile so they can be booked in just 3 clicks. Our revenue model is simple. We charge a transaction fee for every ticket we sell. Our business proposition to the cinemas is therefore very straightforward. For us to succeed, we must bring people to your cinema. This is a team that is making it possible. We have in the founding team previous experience founding 2 previous startups, and we have corporate experience in companies like Google, Hewlett-Packard, and Accenture. And we have had great additions to the team, like Alex Stolt, former head of distribution of the British Film Institute. We are now live in UK and Ireland, and we are selling to close to 60% of the cinemas, both in London and Dublin. We have helped also 13 film festivals to promote and sell their tickets. And just 2 days ago, we have signed a new contract with Omniplex, one of the biggest cinema chains in Ireland. We are already testing our integration with them, and in 2 weeks we will be selling for another 30 cinemas across the country. We have received near $300,000 from public corporations like the British Film Institute and entrepreneur programs like Start-Up Chile. We have won some startup awards, and we have got great coverage in the press, in main media, like in places like the BBC and Forbes. In terms of users, we have more than 75,000 users who have bought more than 8,000 cinema tickets. In part, this is thanks to the growth we have had since we arrived to Chile. On the left, you can see the growth in traffic in our site. On the right is the growth in revenue. We have also explored the Chilean market, and we soon realized that in contrast to UK and Ireland, we do have competition in Chile. There's a Peruvian company, Cine Papaya, which we have approached. I have met them both in Santiago and Lima, and we are currently negotiating their participation in the funding round that we have currently open. We have also spoken to cinemas, and we have received commercial interest from cinemas like El Biógrafo or Cine Arte Alameda. Cine Arte Alameda is also creating an association with another 8 cinemas across the country, which will be a great opportunity for us to come into the Chilean market. That's it. If you like the cinema as much as we do, you will love Userio. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Userio. Who is next? Rubik's. Please, a huge round of applause to Rubik's.
Hi, I'm Juan Lopez. I'm the CTO and founder of Rubik's. Rubik's is a service for helping people make better financial decisions. We want to make financial advice accessible to everyone. Think for a second about the last time you had to make a financial decision. Now, think if you were totally sure that the decision you made was the right decision. The truth is that most of the people make bad financial decisions, and they do that for a number of reasons. Because they didn't have the required financial knowledge, because they were misled by friends or biased financial advisors, and in the case of Latin America, because financial advice is only available to a small group of very wealthy individuals and families. So what we want to do is to simplify the process of making financial decisions and make it available in a way that is so easy to consume and as affordable as buying a subscription to the gym. Let me give you a very specific example. This customer, he wanted to buy a house. We helped him find a better alternative, and he ended up saving in the process more than $12,000, and he only paid for our service $300. If you want to save for retirement, we can help you build a plan for that. If you want to get the right insurance for you and your family, we can help you there too. If you are drowning in debt and you want to get out of this situation, we can help you as well. The big question is how do we make this scalable? We basically use different technologies to gather data from the customer, data that the customer can input into our system, data that we can gather from structured documents like PDF. And we also use a set of APIs that we developed to connect to banks and financial institutions. With that data, we create a profile that is a 360-degree view of the customer financial situation. We crunch all this data and we create a score. And a score is a number between 0 and 100 that gives us an overview, an objective view of the customer financial situation. After that, we create a set of recommendations that help the customer improve their score and therefore his financial situation. This is how it looks. In the top left part, you have the score. In the right part, you have the goal. So whether that is that the customer wants to buy a house, to save for retirement, to save for a trip, he can put that into the system as well. And in the bottom part, you have the recommendations that will help the customer improve his score. Right now, we had 140 active customers that are paying a subscription to our service. We had generated more than $116,000 in revenue, and we had a monthly recurring revenue of more than $7,000. This is how we got there. The green line basically is the number of customers, and the blue area is the revenue. The spike that you see there is an agreement that we signed with a local bank that will use part of the technology we developed during the platform. During the program, we will also be able to raise $150,000 in capital. So we are in the financial planning business. There are a couple of companies here in Chile that are doing something similar, and the difference that we want to make with them is that we want to use technology to make this scalable and accessible. There are other areas like retirement, saving, and investment that we can also address with our service. The way that we charge right now is that we charge our customers between $150 and $450 for a yearly subscription. But sometimes it is expensive, even though there is an economical benefit that is greater than the cost of the service. So what we are doing is creating a set of products that tackle the specific needs and have lower price point. So for example, we created Cuida Tus Lucas, which is a product focused on financial education. We created Pensionate Bien, which is a product focused on saving for retirement. And right now we are developing Plan de Ahorros and Smart Portfolios, and these are going to be our saving and investment products. The first two products are already available. We develop our own, and the last two, they are in development, and we are doing that in association with existing companies. So we are a team of 3 founders. Sergio, he has more than 10 years of experience in the financial industry. He used to work as head of the research department at Capitaria. Andres, he has a master's degree in risk management from Stanford. And I worked for more than 10 years in IBM, where I had the opportunity to lead several implementation projects for banks and financial institutions. This is Rubik's. We want to make financial advice accessible to everyone, and this is our contribution to reducing the inequality gap. If you want to join the fintech revolution and help people improve their finance, help us do that. Thank you.
Thanks, Rubik's. So let's go for the last 2 teams. Next, El Vaso Medio Lleno. Welcome.
Hi guys, I'm Gonzalo, and I'm sick and tired of the media going on and on only about the bad things that are happening. I mean, check out this example. Screenwriter kills girlfriend, drains her blood. And I'm not even making this up. This is an actual screenshot I took. And this negativity, not only is it really harmful to people, but it's also really unnecessary, because there are good things going on in the world every day. Someone is being kind to someone else, someone is overcoming their obstacles, or someone is doing something for the betterment of mankind. So we decided to be a part of the solution and created a positive media company where we show the world all the wonderful things it has to offer. And here's an example of the kind of content we make. Pretty powerful stuff, huh? Well, I'm very proud to say that people have been digging this content. We have over 800,000 fans on Facebook, and our content is viewed 8.5 million times each month. And brands have not only been noticing, but they've been contacting us to know how we can work together. Which brings me to my business model, advertising. Companies can sponsor our content, or we can create custom content for them. Universidad Católica is one of our first clients, and they hired us to raise awareness on responsible consumption of marine products. It went so well that they renewed us for a second stage. Brands want to work with us because we have a huge audience, because our editorial line is all about being positive and happy, which is a great association for anyone to have, and because our audience trusts and enjoys our content, which makes them share it much more than the industry average. And how do we know we're on the right track with this advertising revenue model? Well, because it's what's allowed companies such as BuzzFeed to become modern empires of media in the US, and to charge up to $300,000 per video. And I'm not saying we're quite there yet, but we're definitely on the right track. When we arrived at Start-Up Chile, we had 0 clients and 0 revenue. Currently, we've already driven $6,000 in revenue, have worked with 2 different clients on 2 different campaigns, and are in conversations with 2 large international brands. And all this is scalable because we're a data-driven company, which means we're constantly tweaking and optimizing our content to reach a larger audience. And a larger audience means larger revenue. And here's an example of this data-driven approach put to work. In April, we saw that there was a huge opportunity to grow by developing original video. So we did. And we've gotten so good at it that in just 4 months, we're driving 8 million monthly views from those videos. That's a 4,000% increase, almost a 4,000% increase in a very small period of time. And the market we're talking about is huge. This year alone, $8 billion will be spent on digital advertising in Latin America. That's a 24% increase from the previous year. So we can definitely say digital advertising is a trending topic. Creating amazing content is what we do, and none of it would be possible without this team. We have over 15 years of combined industry experience in fields from psychology to animation. We're creative, we're data-driven, but most of all, we're passionate about what we do because at the end of the day, it's all about getting people to be more optimistic. That's who we are, El Vaso Medio Lleno, a happy media company. And investors, if you guys want to be a part of the future of media in Latin America, let's talk after this. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Gonzalo. Thanks, El Vaso Medio Lleno. And the last team. Welcome to Pluga.
Hi, my name is Artur, and I'm a CTO of Pluga. Pluga is a tool that connects other tools. To explain a little bit about what we do, I would like to show you Ricardo. Ricardo has an amazing idea. He wants to sell used book on the internet. He invites some friends, he starts a business. It doesn't take too long for you to realize to be an entrepreneur is not easy. Ricardo has managed his team, take care of customer, sell the product, and organize the company's finance. In order to do so, he uses several web applications. They are great. The only problem is they don't talk with each other. Because of it, Ricardo wastes a lot of his time doing the manual work of copy and paste information from one tool to another. And Ricardo is not alone. In Latin America, we have more than 5 million micro and small companies with digital presence. Some of these companies make more than $3 million per year, and they still rely on efficient solutions. But it could be better. That's why we found Pluga. Pluga was built to empower no-tech people to do web integration without the need of writing code. Use the power of the APIs to help these companies to save money and time in their daily routines. For instance, add a new client in QuickBooks for each new sales at PayPal, or at new sales at Stripe, send electronic invoice through MailChimp. We have a freemium model based on subscription. In the paid version, our users has access to unlimited automations. Pluga was launched last year. In almost 1 year, we have more than 208 companies use our services, making more than 500 automations. We've just released our English version, and the Spanish version is coming soon. Pluga is currently connected with 70 web applications, among payment gateways, marketing tools, and much more. Yeah, I'm proud to say that we've just released our API that's going to help us to scale the number of web applications. In the end of this year, we want to reach more than 40 web applications connected with Pluga, and 1,000 companies use our services, making more than 2,000 automations. Pluga has an international reference, Zapier, a company founded in 2012, accelerated by iCombinator, which currently has more than 1 million users. The most differentiation for us and Zapier is that Pluga focuses mostly on the financial technology web apps, as known as fintech, a market that's growing double digits in Latin America. Our team will have a strong background in technology, product, and market. We all worked at 2122 and have helped to build companies from scratch. I'm a master computer engineer, and I founded another company before. Vito is a product guy. He was the product leader at 2122, and also I found another company with me. Marcus is the CEO with huge experience in the last 2 companies that he founded. We are proud to have been selected by Start-Up Chile and Brazil, 2 of the main governmental acceleration programs in the world. With their support, plus the support of 2122, we have achieved many things. But now, it's time to take the next steps. We're looking for an investment of $150,000. This seed money will help us to reach the financial break-even point and consolidate Pluga's brand in Brazilian market. We believe that small companies can do amazing things if they have more available time. If you guys want to join us, please talk to me. Thank you.
Thanks, Pluga. And we're all set. That was super fast, right? Don't you think that? Yes? Let's give a big round of applause to the 13 startups that we're pitching today. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I couldn't cut any. I really love to do that. So thank you. So we're done with the pitch competition, but first, well, the judges are going to leave now. They are going to think and discuss who are going to be the top 3 startups. But first, I want to thank you guys for being here today. So please join me to the stage because we have a small present for you. Okay, where are the small presents? Where are they? Do we have presents? Okay, so thanks to Veramonte, we have awesome wines for you guys. So I hope you enjoy the wines after discussing the competition, okay? And of course, you have the Start-Up Chile t-shirt. So thank you again, and please, a big round of applause to our 4 judges that are here today. Thanks, Sophia. Now you can drink wine and think about who is going to be the winner.
No tickets to stage.
No. Thank you. And now, I would like to welcome the 13 startup teams for the official picture. Come on, guys, welcome. Come here, come here, come here. Smile, guys. It's your graduation day. Come on. Are you happy? No? Okay, ready? Ready? The camera. Where is the official camera? Okay, look at that. Start-Up Chile. Woo! Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. This, guys, is a very important... Wait, stay there. How do we select the best startups of each generation. So it's 3 different criterias. The first one is the progress that they had during our program, so thank you guys. The second one is how do they behave during the acceleration program. So they did a very good job with that. And the third one, you have to remember that we don't ask for equity at Startup Chile, but we do ask for social impact activities. So they behave very well on that too. So thank you guys for being the best of Generation 15. Thank you. Josh wasn't in the picture. Why did you lose the picture? Okay, use the hashtag SAP Demo Day, please don't forget that. Okay, squeeze and smile. Thank you. Okay, we're ready. So the network, unfortunately, the rooftop is just for 80 people. So I have to ask all the teams that were pitching today that you can go to the rooftop with the companies and the investors, okay? The rest of the team, you have to remember that today is your graduation party and it's going to be here. So we're going to change everything and we're going to transform this in a very cool place for you guys. So you can stay here and help us to change the place for the party, okay? So thank you guys, thank you for coming. And the startups that are already pitched and our special guests can go up to the rooftop for the networking event. A big round of applause for everybody. Thanks for being here tonight.